Yeah.
I think we're on mute.
This was so a tragic event. This case,
Hi.
Hi, is that you, Connie?
It is. It's me. It's me. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I got on here at 4 because I thought it was a 4 o'clock. So, yeah.
Okay, we're on at 1:17 here.
Uh-oh. Well, good. Well, no worries. I was like, well, I have work to do here at the computer, so I'll just do work until 4:30. But we're early.
Okay.
You're early.
Yeah, I want to make sure this all worked.
Yes, no worries. That's fine. You'll see more people joining us here shortly, I'm sure.
literally was under his.
Can we mute this?
Yep. So down in the corner of your screen, left-hand side, there's going to be an audio. It looks like a little microphone.
I don't see it on mine. Oh, wait a minute.
Yep. Sometimes you have to like slide it up so you can see the whole screen.
Where Carmelo was asked multiple times, hey, leave from under the tent. Leave from under the tent. Austin said, hey, I'm not trying to fight.
And okay, so let's see. When you so see, like hover your mouse over your picture, over your like where you're. So now you'll see it up in the top right hand corner. You can do audio mute there.
Okay.
Yeah. Where's
Hey,
April?
somebody pulled up in the driveway and she went out to
Oh, gotcha.
visit her. That's all we need when we're doing this.
I know. I told my kids, I'm like, you guys can't come in here unless it's an emergency. So we'll see. I'm going to turn my light on here because hopefully that'll. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That might be too bright. I don't know.
how's ours? I could turn our lights on.
Oh, you're great. You're great. Okay, there we go. I look better now and I don't look so scary in a cave. So have you looked over everything so far?
I think so.
Awesome. When are you flying in?
Tomorrow. Well, wait, no. We leave Sunday and we get there Sunday, and I can tell you in a minute.
Hi.
Hey, we get there Monday.
Monday. Yes, me too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there.
11:30 a.m.
We're going to see each other because that's when my flight arrives.
Oh, good.
Where are you connecting through?
American?
Yeah.
Oh,
Philadelphia.
We're on the same flight.
Oh, cool. I don't feel so lost I don't speak French. In this area, you speak Spanish.
Yeah, no worries. You're good. That's I wanted to do so Kevin, our historian, lives in DC. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to drive down there and I'll take the flight over with him. And it just didn't work out that way. So I'm flying Harrisburg to Philadelphia, Philadelphia to Paris.
Okay.
And I already got
the overnighter.
What's that?
You're going to do the overnighter also?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
When I fly in for a tour, I always fly overnight because it helps me adjust better.
Thanks, whoever sent us his book. We tried Amazon. We tried Barnes & Noble. I finally gave up. I couldn't get his book.
Well, it's because it's special. The company got a pre-release for you guys. It's not available yet.
Oh,
that's
it's a third revision or what?
Yeah, third volume. Yep.
Volume.
It comes out, I think, the 21st or the 22nd. So the company was awesome and got y'all a pre-release copy. And
I'm bringing mine so he can sign it.
Oh yeah, he'll do that. He's so great.
Cool. Yeah, this is our third trip with Stephen Ambrose.
Yeah.
How many have you gone on? Probably a bunch.
Oh, well, you know what? I haven't tallied them all, but I did just do a Band of Brothers a couple weeks ago. And I finally hit my 14. My goal was always like, oh, I got to go 14 times. So that way, technically I want to beat how many times it's on record that Hitler was at the Eagle's Nest. So my next visit will be more than him.
Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, who knows? I can't believe, I still pinch myself. I can't believe I get to do these tours. So I'm super excited.
Lucky, yeah.
Yeah.
Next year, we kind of want to go on Italy, but either that or buy a new pickup and drive to Alaska. We're debating
Those are
because
tough
our kids
choices.
live up there.
Oh, that'd be fun to do a big
Yeah.
road trip.
A month or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Well, next
see.
year Italy goes out in May, so you might have some good stuff going. I think it's May 2027.
Oh, okay.
Are you going on that one, or you've probably already been on it?
I did it last fall and I loved it. You know, there's so much about World War II that we just don't know, especially as Americans, because you know we pigeonhole like D-Day beaches. We focus so much on Utah and Omaha. And I get it. I mean, that makes sense. But when I was in Italy, I couldn't believe there's so much that happened there that affected what happened on D-Day and
Oh.
the European theater. I'm always amazed and just mind blown about how much is not in textbooks for the, just a general high school student,
Exactly.
Bletchley Park was something for me.
What's that?
Bletchley Park.
Oh yeah.
That was so fascinating. It's like I had no idea. Nobody ever said a word.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Y'all should think about the VE tour. I think they named a new name now. But that one is like focusing on the eastern side, like basically what happened after the Battle of the Bulge through the rest of the war, but specifically with the Russians.
Okay.
Because, being at Bletchley, like you did on D-Day to the Rhine, you get to go to the German Pentagon where the messages were sent that were intercepted at Bletchley. And you're like in there, they still have the phones and everything down there.
Yeah.
So neat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have to think about that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. There's always something. I went on my first tour and came home and said, I just need one more year. My husband's like, what? I'm like, I need one more year with no kids so I can do Italy. And then I'll settle down. And he was like, Connie, give yourself a break. So, get on the regular train here. Like, normal people aren't trying to do a historical tour every year in their late 20s, early 30s,
Oh, yeah.
I talked to some young kids today and over the past few weeks, and they don't even know who General Patton was.
None of them.
Yeah.
That's sad.
The lady who is, I homeschool my kids, and the lady that is their dental hygienist, she always forgets and asks if we need a pass to get back to school. And I'm like, no, we homeschool, blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, let me ask you this. What can you tell me about the Civil War? And my daughter, this is a couple years ago. My daughter said, oh, well, it ended with the surrender of Robert E. Lee to Ulysses S. Grant, Appomattox Courthouse. And the lady was dumbfounded because her daughter was studying it and came to her and said, Mom, who won the Civil War? And her mom was like, well, with the way that the world is, who do you think won? And she was like, I think the South won. And yeah, this woman was like, they're not even teaching. And, it also could be her kid not paying attention. You know what I mean? But, history is just kind of a subject. We only want to learn a few dates and we just want to pass,
Well,
yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, absolutely.
In high school.
Yeah. Until you get to a place where you're like, oh my gosh, I have to show you guys pictures. When we were at Omaha Beach a couple weeks ago, it's the lowest tide I've ever seen there.
Wow.
So we're able to walk out, and the historian had a gauge on their phone, and we were 425 yards out from the shore. It was amazing. Hi.
Wow.
Uh-oh, you're muted.
How about now?
You're good. Hello.
People like me better when I'm muted.
Well, let's have that be a change from today going forward. What are your names?
Jerome and Linda Molcheski.
Jerome. Yes. You have emailed me, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Did I respond?
Yes.
Okay. In my mind, I'm like, I know I did, but what if I didn't press send? And Brett, I see you're here, but I don't see your face. So I just want to say hi to you.
He's muted.
Yeah, it's okay. So Kevin, our historian, is in traffic. Oh, there's Brett. Hello. Oh, you're muted.
Sexy Sasha.
Top right-hand corner, and you'll see a little box with 3 dots. And you click on that, and you can unmute yourself. Sorry, guys. I have dogs, so you're going to hear them, and I apologize.
So do we.
We do too.
Running around here somewhere.
She's
Yeah.
right at my feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to go get them. Come on.
her kitchen looks like ours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had to type it in. Oh, okay. That's yeah, it's as loud as I can make it.
Yeah.
Okay, who's got a good joke? Anyone?
Joke. Oh, goodness. We have more friends.
Friends. More friends.
I see George. Yes.
Yes, you see George and Donna
Oh,
down in Florida.
Hi. I'm Connie.
Hi, Connie.
Hi.
I hope we're not your problem child.
Oh, y'all, I bring the belt, so watch out.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Right? You can take the girl out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the girl. So,
Connie, I go by Pat, not George.
oh, Pat, where are you at? Hold on 1 second. There you are. Okay, and you go by Pat. I'm making notes. I've got everything here in case we. Oh, there's Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Where's Kevin?
Ooh, isn't he handsome?
Right there.
Now, who I see KP Dunlevy.
Yes,
What are your
Kathleen
names?
Dunleavy and Mike Lee. We're from
Kathleen.
Maryland.
Yes. Okay. And you go by Kathleen, right?
Yes.
Okay. What part of Maryland are you in?
Kensington, outside of DC.
Oh, okay. So you're
Yeah,
a little
Montgomery
farther-
County. Because you're in Gettysburg, right?
I'm actually in York, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
so
okay.
not too far, but I live close to Gettysburg. Yeah.
Okay.
And Pat, you're my friend who's named after George Patton.
That's correct.
Yes. Okay.
I think I'm unmuted now.
You are. Hi, Brett.
Hello.
Hi. And we have Miss Julie.
Yep. I'm with him, but we're in 2 different places right now. So
It's the end of the workday, and I'm so thankful y'all joined us. We're just going to take a quick couple minutes, about 3 hours, and just go over what to expect.
Take notes.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm
Forget
kidding.
it.
Is there a meal served with this Zoom call?
Yes, I have door dashed in advance to everyone. The Meal of Kings, hot dogs and chips.
Now, Brett, you say you're named after Patton. I don't remember Patton having the first name Brett.
Named
No,
after,
that's a
I
different
wasn't named after Patton.
Oh, wait, who was named after Patton?
Me. Pat,
Give me a
yes.
hand raise.
Pat, yes.
Oh, how you doing, Pat? Okay.
My official name is George Patton.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm going to call you through the tour. It might confuse a lot of people during the tour, but that's what I'm going to do.
I've always gone by Pat my whole life.
All right.
Pat, where are you from?
Brandon, Mississippi,
Brandon.
right outside of Jackson.
Yes, sir. I lived in Meridian for 3 years.
Yeah, that's not too far away.
No, and my husband is from Mississippi, and it's a big Southern thing to go by your middle name. I didn't know that until I married a Southerner, and then we had to apply for loans and buy things, and it was difficult.
Where was he from?
He grew up in Stonewall, Mississippi, which is just outside of Meridian.
Right.
That's pretty southern.
Well, I think we can start if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Kevin, how you feeling? You just rushed home from work.
Yeah, I was talking to Connie on the phone, said if I'm late, let everybody know it's raining and I'm fighting traffic, but made it home in time.
Don't watch this as a record because we were talking about you. So you don't need
Oh,
to know the things we were saying.
let me hit rewind here.
Well, we just wanted to let y'all see our faces and just do a general, Q&A if y'all have any questions prior to departure. And then things to what to expect on the tour. And I'm sure Kevin's going to pop in here, and I don't want to step on your toes, Kevin. So you say whatever you want to do. You're the boss. So you want to take it away?
Thank you, Connie. And Connie and I go way back to what, 2017?
No, sweetie, 2010. That's when you met.
2010.
Yeah, that's when the light came into your life.
Wow.
And I was actually leading a Band of Brothers tour, and Connie was one of my customers on that tour. And I discussed it with the owner of the company back then, Yakir Katz. And I said, what about a Patton tour? Do you think people would go on that? And he agreed. And so we went and explored all the territory. I had already written my first book on Patton, which was called Patton's Photographs. I had found the photos he took himself during World War II and made that into a book with the help of Martin Blumenson, my mentor, who some of you may have heard of. He wrote the Patton Papers. And after that, I figured, well, I've written a book on Patton. I'm done with that. It's time to move on. And Martin called me and said, let's write a book on Patton together. He had gotten a contract to write a short little 100-page book. And I immediately agreed. And so I would write the chapters and he would edit. And I told him that he would have to write the conclusion because he was the Patton master and I was the novice. But Martin passed away as we were working on the book. So I ended up having to write the conclusion. And I thought, well, I'm done with Patton now. I've done enough. And then in 2004, I led my first tour for Ambrose Tours. That was the D-Day 60th anniversary. And that's when I met a historian named John McManus, who challenged me to write the ultimate Patton book, which I said was a terrible idea. Everything's been written about Patton. There's nothing new to learn. And then I started working on it. And now 3 volumes later, I have completed the task. So I feel pretty confident of leading the tour, which I've been doing for, about 15 years now. But I've never felt more prepared to lead a Patton tour. So I know a few of you maybe have the books, have maybe read some of them. I've been doing this tour for a long time. I've found certain locations that I don't always put on the itinerary because it depends on traffic if we're going to be able to visit certain places. But one thing that I have arranged that's not on the itinerary is along the Moselle River, one of Patton's first crossing places with the 5th Infantry. I've gotten together with the local historians and they've made some historical markers there. It's called the Horseshoe Bend of the Moselle, and we will be visiting that, and they're going to greet us there and explain better than I can, actually, because they interviewed a lot of veterans who were part of the battle, what went on there. And one of the soldiers that fought there, his name, I think it was Jack Kirby, who would go on to make Captain America, the comic book character, as he's probably the most famous person to cross the Moselle River. It's a pretty exciting tour. I feel like we visit something different every day. We go from beaches to fortresses to mountaintop battlefields to rivers. So I think you guys are going to enjoy it, even if you're not well read on Patton. I got a few stories I can tell. I've interviewed probably more than 100 veterans from World War II. I've written a lot for World War II magazine, WW2 History magazine. And I'm very excited to be working with Connie. We've been trying to work together for a long time. And the fates and other historians have always worked against us because they all want Connie because she's experienced and knows what she's doing and a lot of fun. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. I'll probably give you guys a bigger bio when we're on the bus together. We'll be meeting up in Paris. I understand we do have some people that'll be flying in that day. So we might not leave at the exact hour, but Connie and I promise to keep you guys entertained until the wheels get moving on the bus.
Get ready
So-
to pick your karaoke song choice.
Exactly. Connie, how about you?
Well, like Kevin said, I actually grew up obsessing over history. I grew up near Gettysburg, so I was a Civil War kid, and at the age of like 11, I found out my grandfather served in World War II, and like many veterans, he never shared any of his story. And we had just lost him, and my mom shared the story about, he moved from out of state and he used his discharge papers as a form of identification. And she said the guy at the DMV said this about your grandfather. And I went to the library the next day because I didn't know what a Bronze Star was, but I wanted to look it up. And that kind of just led me down the rabbit hole that I live in as I live and breathe today. I just fell in love with I felt like that was a way I could honor him, but get to know him better is by learning more about World War II in general. So I love history. In another world, I think I would have been a wonderful history teacher, but I'm so thankful. I live here in PA. I have my husband who's a cardiac nurse, and I have 2 great kids that I homeschool. So I do kind of get to teach like multiple subjects, but not, my heart is history. But and I harassed the company after my 2010 tour as a guest on Band of Brothers, where Kevin and I met, gently harassed the company for a few years to let me be part of anything they were doing, because I wanted to, in some small way, I feel like it's a way that we, even as guests, get to continue their story. Like we learn, we go out and we tell more, and we learn more. And they were kind enough to let me give it a go in 2014, and I've been doing it ever since. So I'm very excited. I've gently harassed Kevin for this tour many a year, and it finally is working. So let's pray it just was worth the wait. But I'm very excited to be traveling with you and to learn, because my grandfather did serve for a short time under Patton. So I'm very excited to just learn more about the man and the myth and the legend.
And you will.
I'm going to.
Yeah. Oh, and just for the record, since everybody's talking about where they're from, I grew up in a little place called Chevy Chase, Maryland, in a log cabin. And I have lived off and on in Arlington probably about 15 years. I've lived down in Texas. I worked at Lackland Air Force Base. I was an historian for the Air Force Medical Service. I spent 3 years in Kansas working for something called the Afghan Study Team, writing books about combat in Afghanistan for the Army at Fort Leavenworth. I always put Fort Leavenworth at the end of that sentence, because if I say I was in Fort Leavenworth, everybody thinks I was in prison. I worked down in New Orleans as an historian for an archaeology company. I always tell people that, where did you get your start? I always say that as a little kid, I had a huge GI Joe collection, and I used to write stories about my GI Joes, and now I'm 60 years old and I'm still doing it. So I picked my vocation early. So, and to me, history is worthless if you can't share it with people. And so that's why I do what I do. I write and I lead tours, and I love it. So should we open up to any questions, Connie? Or you got anything else?
I think so. Any questions, and then we can kind of dig into more, the regular question. I'm always going to answer. I'm going to bring up the questions that I get every tour, just so that way, even if you're not comfortable in asking out loud, or maybe hasn't crossed your mind, it will. So does anybody have any questions about the tour, or what to expect, what to bring, any of that stuff?
There we go.
I think we're good.
Water bottles. Should we bring one?
No.
No.
Please, you can if you'd like, but the bus is going to have bottled water for us every day.
All right.
There is a cooler on the bus if anybody needs to have like medication stored in that cooler as well. So no, I mean, if you're welcome to bring a portable water bottle if you'd like, but water is provided every day. If you're someone who drinks coffee regularly, like most of our guests, you may want to consider bringing a small portable like thermos, only because they call it takeaway in Europe. A lot of them they're taxed heavier because it's safer for the environment to not have to use takeaway cups. So a lot of our hotels and your breakfast each morning aren't going to have like takeaway cups out ready for you to take one onto the bus. You have to ask for them. They will provide, but if you're somebody who's like, man, I like to sip on coffee all morning, you may want to consider that, because that's not something in Europe that they have that, readily available for you.
Thank you.
Oh, creamer. Do they have creamer available? Or in Italy, it was bizarre. They called something called Americano. It was nothing American.
Oh,
very small amounts of coffee, very strong.
Yes.
And not very much for sugar. Or I mean, milk.
Yes.
Cream.
The hotels will have they have a nice breakfast buffet. Some of the hotels may even have like a menu for us to order from in the morning, but every hotel is going to have a breakfast available for us, where you'll see like half and half. A lot of them carry like a soy or almond alternative. But like if it's a pre-made, like if you're going in and pushing buttons, then there is a formula for that, because the Americano is basically an espresso with milk in it. So know that if you're someone who's like, that's going to send me, you're going to want to add more milk to that. And there is a steamed milk option on all of those machines to help you. Of course, ask for help at the hotel, or if you need, and I'm swimming around, you just holler and I can help you push the buttons.
Still push your buttons.
Ask my husband. There's a reason why he lets me tour a couple times a year.
Bye-bye. Connie, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What time are we typically mounting up to get on the bus to get out?
Sure. Most of the time, we are out at 8 a.m. Is that correct, Kevin? That's what I have.
Yep.
So breakfast will usually start at the hotels around 6:30. Some of them are not till 7. So it's a tight, 7 a.m. breakfast, scooch to the bus. I always tell guests, I'm not a breakfast gal. Like I literally am not a fan. It's there for you if you want it, right? So if you are somebody who's like, nope, I'll just take a piece of fruit and get on the bus, by all means. But 8 a.m. is wheels up, meaning your bus or your bag should be down at the bus about 10 minutes prior. And I'll do a head count every morning. I'll ask, did you get your passports? And we'll scooch on to the next site. But 8 a.m. is our usual departure time in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
There will be a morning or two where we get to sleep in a bit, particularly Reims, because the museum opens later. And the day before will be our long journey day. And so it'll be kind of nice. You get to kind of rest up and everything. Although there is a little bit of sleeping, I think, done on the bus, right, Connie, on tours? I've learned not to speak after lunch because everybody kind of just goes down.
Yes. I'll just share this little tidbit. One of our historians was chief of the army under Reagan. And I waited all tour for him to, because everybody's like, tell us stories about Reagan, tell us stories, right? And we're driving and it's a long haul. And like we had just been at the rest stop. And he's like, okay, guys, it's time for me to start talking to you about working with Reagan. And I fell out. Just was so tired. And he teased me for the rest of the tour because he was like, well, it was so fascinating for you. And I just was so disappointed in myself because, he's got some really killer stories that I didn't get to hear the first time around.
Our meeting place in the for the bus, the first when we fly in.
Yes, sir.
Is that walking distance from where we're gonna pick up our luggage to where we'll be meeting?
So, from my understanding, Everything is connected. The terminal is connected to the hotel. You can take a shuttle from certain terminals. I think it's Terminal 2, if I'm correct. I'd have to pull my notes here. Terminal 2 is connected to our hotel.
Yes.
Thank you. And then if you come in on Terminal 3 or 4,
Or
you have to take a quick shuttle to the hotel. So you'll collect your baggage. Is it okay? I mean, I'm really detailed. So is it has anybody traveled in Europe in the last like 8 months?
No.
No? Oh, let me tell you. So that way you're not like, what is this, right? So when you get off of your flight, you'll see the signs. It's really easily marked about like non-EU, and that's us. We're non-European Union. Passport holders and EU holders. So we're going to get in that non-EU line, and you're going to go through, and it's literally where they're going to, you put your passport out and you lay it flat, and then you'll get a green light, and the doors in front of you will swing open. So you no longer have to go to a person to get your passport stamped for entry. Okay, so if no one stamps your passport, don't freak out. As long as you went through that process where the passport was scanned, and then there's even like a little, like it's a camera that moves up and down, and it does a scan of your face. It proves that that's you that was entering their country. If you're somebody who insists on having a stamp, there are agents at the end of that room that will stamp for you, but you want to make sure, you know, each country has different regulations on how to get over to that person. So before you just jump like a barrier, please say, hey, I would like my passport stamped, if that's you. But if not, move along, head to baggage claim, because you are officially in France after you've passed that. Now, there is a biometric scan that is new, and I believe Paris, Rome, Munich, all of these places, Heathrow, and the biometric, basically when you're going in, there is like a scanner, and they scan your hand. Okay. So if you're uncomfortable with that, please talk to an agent. I don't know if there's an alternative, but I'm sure there are for certain guests or visitors, but that may be regulation now. I do it because that's what it takes to get into the country, and I do it. Okay.
So Connie, where is that in the process after we get our passport and the gate opens?
Yeah, the biometric will happen at the same time if they're doing it at that, or it's right after. If they're not doing biometrics, you're good, but I promise you, you'll see it on the way out, because Germany 100% is doing biometrics. I was just there 2 weeks ago. So, and biometric, literally you hold your hand like this on a clear screen, and they scan your hand, and then they come through and they wipe it off so the next person can come and do that too. Okay, but you go to baggage claim. If you're in Terminal 2, there will be signs, or you just ask one of the agents, hey, I'm staying at, I'm getting the name of our hotel.
Novotel.
Yeah, the Novotel Paris Airport Hotel. And you will see me and Kevin hanging out in the lobby waiting for you. We will wait and go to the bus together. And, you know, the other thing is it's right around lunchtime. So to start squeezing every moment out of the tour that we can, if y'all could do me a favor, and if you're somebody who just likes to snack, grab a snack and have it for the bus. I remember there's water on the bus for you. But if you're somebody who's like, I have to eat a sandwich or I'm going to kill somebody, grab a sandwich or have it, because it's a 2.5-hour drive into Normandy. And will we stop for a bathroom break, Kevin?
Yes, we will be stopping for a bathroom break. And the gas station we usually stop at does have a restaurant, does have sandwiches and snacks and candy. And I always tell people you can eat better in some French gas stations than you can in restaurants in the United States.
I believe.
But yeah. Yes, sir.
Does the hotel have a place where you can get stuff to go?
This is going to be my first time there at that hotel, so I can't specifically say. Connie, you haven't been there before, have you?
I've not been at this hotel. I can tell you, you're going to be going. I would assume there's some type of cafe, not necessarily a cafe to sit down,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
some
yeah.
like grab quick. You know,
Yeah, got it.
yeah. And if you're staying at the hotel, there's definitely going to be a place where they offer lunch services. So you can always, you can even ask them for a boxed lunch. Remember I wouldn't do that because they're going to charge you like 30 some euro probably for a boxed lunch from the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
The gas station that Kevin mentioned is going to have salads, baguettes, like, you know, and multiple different styles. So if you're like, I just want like some crackers or something, and then get to the gas station about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's on
I think you're going to be good.
Okay,
We'll,
thank you.
we'll bring an Intimates coffee cake.
Right.
Yeah.
Bring enough for everyone, okay? 35 people on the bus.
Does anybody have any allergies? I'm going to ask this again when we're all together, but I just want to be aware. I mean, I know your food allergies, but like, I didn't see any like, hey, I have to have an EpiPen if I'm exposed to peanuts. So I just want to make sure that we're good.
We're good.
And I'll add on to that. There's going to be pharmacies in certain towns we go to, and they have a green plus sign. So if you are getting the sniffles, or there's something that you need, we can always, make a quick stop at a pharmacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a question on dress code.
Yes.
So like we're getting there hopefully Monday morning and to have time to go into Paris for a little while. And I was looking to see if we go to Notre Dame, what do we have to wear? And it says your shoulders need to be covered. I realize it's going to be cooler after we leave Paris, but are there any dress codes anywhere we're going to visit that we need to kind of be aware of that?
Only in the form of, there's going to be one location we're going to go to, Fort Hackenberg, where you definitely need a jacket, or you might not need a coat, but you'll definitely need a jacket and a cap, because we're going to be taking an underground exposed subway or train through the tunnels for about 20 minutes, and it gets cold. And so we'll be up top and it'll be warm, but everybody needs to bring a jacket so that we're on that train. But as far as dressing class A as opposed to dressing down, no, there's nothing like that.
Okay. I didn't want to be disrespectful any place we go if that, certain things are expected. Like some churches, I guess in Italy, you have to cover your head, or, so I just wanted to be aware of that.
No American flag tank tops, please.
No. No.
Sorry, Connie.
Now I have to go repack.
Yeah. And as for shoes, I know that they've that on the list, I think, that says no open toe. And that's really for you guys, that we will be going through grassy fields and sandy beaches. And so, hiking shoes, hiking boots, things like that. We'll be doing a lot of walking in certain places. Mont Saint-Michel has, I think, over 150 steps we'll be going up. We definitely have rest stops along the way up. So no worries there. We won't push anybody, but it's a little bit of a climb. So you want your feet to be comfortable. I see people taking notes.
Yes, I didn't know about the jacket, so I'm glad I took that. I had resort attire ready to go.
Yeah, no Hawaiian shirts in those tunnels. Anybody else
have any other questions?
So we also get there on Monday morning. And I guess you guys haven't been at this hotel, but I didn't notice that I got a different confirmation number for the extra night at the hotel. How do we check in there? I don't think you guys are getting there until later on Monday.
No, I will be there at 11. Well, I mean, I land at 11:30, so I hope I'm in the hotel by 12:30.
Yeah, we get in like at 6 a.m. So
okay,
and we're 7:30.
Yeah.
So
just wait for us in the lobby.
Did you arrange to have it where basically if you paid that night, that extra night, you can go straight to your room. Not straight to your room. I mean, you go to the desk and the room will be ready. Whereas when I show up at 12, I fully expect them to say, hang out for a little bit, Connie, it's not ready. But if you've paid for that night prior, you know what I mean? Like say you're coming in on Monday, if you paid for the Sunday to Monday.
No, I get that. No, I'm just used to having a confirmation number or something to be able to show the hotel that says, yes, I do have a reservation. And all I have is my invoice from Ambrose Tours that shows that, I paid for something, but it doesn't really give me a hotel confirmation number.
Yes, I don't have that printed, Miss Linda, but what I can do is now I don't have a confirmation number for you, but I do have a list of guests that have extra nights.
Okay.
So let me just see if your name is on that list, but Miss Cooper's saying confirmation. Cooper is on. She is our tour operator. So Miss Linda, she's saying the reservation will be under the name. Cooper's giving us such great information. The shuttle from the terminals will run every 4 minutes for you. So you'll be good to go there. And then there is another message regarding the confirmation. And it just disappeared. The reservation is under Stephen Ambrose.
Okay.
There's Cooper on mute. There you go.
Just thought I'd jump in. I think I can forward the confirmation numbers to Connie. I think the Novotel gave me them. Not all hotels give us confirmation numbers, but the reservation should be under your first and last name, whoever bought from Stephen Ambrose. And then if you tell them also that you're with Stephen Ambrose Historical Tours, that might make it easier for them.
Okay. And I'm presuming that that we can't check in that early for that night, but that they'll check our bags for us.
Possibly most hotels have bag storage, so they'll hold your things until, if you want to go explore. Yeah.
Right. Yep. Okay.
I was hoping the same thing because we want to leave our bags.
Right.
And then go explore.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Julie. No, I was just going to say, know that there are so many. So the hotel may have a concierge. They may not be there that early in the morning, but if you're looking for certain tours, like to get into the city, it's probably about a 35-minute into the city center. But Viator, I'm a huge fan of all of their tours. You can also get your guide, but there are guided tours. Like if you're like, I want to see the Louvre, but I don't know if I have time. They offer guided Louvre tours that are 2 hours in length that are going to hit the highlights. Okay. And if you have any questions about that, you can email me and I can give you links to those if you want. They even have like a guided Notre Dame 1 hour, like inside. So there's lots of options there, but Viator, VIATOR.com. They're really reputable in the tourism industry. And just know that if you're doing the big things like the Eiffel Tower, if you don't have a reservation, you're going to have a line. Okay. So not terrible, but you're going to have a line.
So are those like trying to do the 1 hour tour? Is that something you could maybe buy that day? Do they sell out? Because I haven't bought anything because just, we're arriving early just in case there's any issues. And so I don't want to book something and then we miss out on that. So.
Gotcha. Well, you can book that day. They just may have limited or have sold out.
Okay.
So, but remember too, you can always go down. Sometimes you'll see tour guides like, I'm ready to give a tour, but I don't know if they're licensed. You have to be aware that they may just be a local saying, I can give you a tour.
Yeah.
But Viator, they're licensed guides. So,
write that down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a question on tips. So I know it has recommended tip amounts. Is that normally easier or better? Would they prefer tips in euros or tips in US dollars?
Euros.
Well,
Are you?
not. I'm asking. No, I mean for the tour people, not just in general. I know the people.
Mhm.
If you go somewhere and you want to give it to, but like it
The
recommended
bus
so
driver
much for the
who,
bus driver, for the different things. So I didn't know if it would be better to tip them in euros or US dollars, or if they had a preference. So
The tour guide, like if you do a tour or a step-on guide, because we do have a step-on guide, I think twice in our tour. Is that right, Kevin? Yeah.
At least once. The Mont Saint Michel.
Yeah. If you feel that they have done like above and beyond, I would recommend tipping them in euros.
okay.
Because that's their currency that they're using. In my experience, our bus drivers, they will take any currency because even though they're in France this week, they may be in England next week. They drive all over the UK and Europe. So they take any currency. I think euros are probably the preferred choice of a currency, but bus drivers will take any currency because they travel and can exchange it out.
Okay. I didn't want to assume.
Yeah, no
So
worries. It's a great question.
And I think it's best to, if you want to bring euros, to do that at the airport either before you leave. You can always find those posts, because a lot of times people have asked me while we're on the tour where they can exchange the money. And we're just in a lot of small towns that don't have a bank that we can easily access. So, yeah, I mean, ATM machines in some places, but I would say come prepared.
Well, I will say this as a travel professional, uh, know your ATM PIN number. Because if you get into a pinch, you can take, because your credit card usually has no international credit card fees. A lot of credit cards are built that way. Not, I can't swear for yours, but if you get into a pinch where you need more euros, you can do a withdrawal off of your ATM. And a lot of those times, there's not a fee for taking that off unless they charge you a cash advance. So every credit card is built differently. I can tell you that we'll always point out, hey, there's an ATM here. When we're somewhere like lunch on your own, we can point out ATMs. And the hotel we're at in Luxembourg, we're there for 3 nights. Woohoo! They change currency for you there inside the hotel. It's a beautiful hotel. If you like cigars, they have a cigar lounge. Lots of cool things, but one of their amenities is a currency exchange.
And a pool.
And a pool.
Evan wants to get in the pool.
Oh, you better believe it.
is it warm enough?
I have a question, just a
Indoor.
follow-up question about Viator. Do they exist?
We hear you.
I can hear you, babe.
Can
I
you
can
hear me?
Mhm.
Okay. About Viator, do they exist in other towns in France, like say Reims? I don't think the cathedral is on our tour, so if we wanted a tour of the cathedral there, do you know if Viator has a presence there or not, or if there's other local tour companies?
Yes, I have yet to find a city that Viator does not have something
Okay.
going. Are you talking about like doing that when we have the free time in the evening there in Reims?
Right. Yes.
Are we going to is that the cathedral where we go to at nighttime?
Yes. So there is actually a laser light show on the cathedral. And so we usually walk over as a group. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and everybody in the town, all the tourists gather, and they just have a big light show there. Kind of, it's changed from year to year, but mostly it's a sort of a history of the building of the cathedral.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank
But
you.
Viator, I would definitely recommend checking that out. And if not Viator, check Get Your Guide. But Viator, I've yet to see a city that they don't have excursions.
And you can always tour the cathedral on your own.
Yes.
If you don't get a guide, because it's just free. You go in. They have a gift shop inside the cathedral too.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
Geez, Connie, we're giving away all the good secrets.
The cathedral wasn't a secret, was it?
No.
It was you made me feel bad. It wasn't a secret.
Get ready for a lot of that, Connie.
Oh gosh, I need to take some vitamins. Well, hey, I wanted to let you know, if it's okay, I'm just going to answer questions that I get in regular tours, if that's real okay.
Yes.
If you're somebody who likes like shopping in the gift shops and different things of sites that we'll be at, know that they always take credit cards. Most everywhere we go, actually everywhere that we go that I know of is a credit card, and they prefer credit card. Okay. Bars are going to prefer euros. So if you are someone who's like, I just want to get a nice, like a beer to end the day after we get off the bus, you want to have euros on hand for that. But the biggest place, Bastogne, obviously we go in, and they are a very cash heavy city. Almost everybody wants to go to Les Nuts Cafe, where you can get the ceramic helmet, and you drink the beer. They do not accept cash, or they do not accept credit cards at all. I have tried my skills even saying, well, what if all of us pay together and we give you a nice tip? No, they're not doing any of that. So if your heart is set on getting that ceramic helmet and beer, you need to have euros, or they won't let you in. There are ATMs in Bastogne, but I just want to be clear. They also have a nice restaurant called Leo's. There's 3 of them in the city square. All 3 of those restaurants do not take credit card, or they do not take cash, credit cards, excuse me. They take cash. Okay. So just be mindful of that. Questions about the bus. If possible, if you're someone who suffers with car sickness, please make me aware, because I want to help you get to a place in the bus where you don't feel nauseous, because it's going to be nicer for you and nicer for all of us if you don't get sick. But other than that, I do encourage everyone to kind of move around on the bus. We're together almost 2 weeks, get to know each other. Some people really are creatures of habit, and they like to be in the back of the bus or in the front of the bus, and that's fine. Just kind of move around, because there are some guests that get really specific about why are they always in the front. I always have to move to the back. If they're the last ones on the bus, they feel stuck, and I get it. But just kind of be mindful of your fellow travelers in that way. The bus drivers are almost always cool about us eating on the bus, except for hot foods. Like, they're not going to want you to bring like pizza with onions and stuff on the bus. And I mean, obviously they're not going to be rude to you about it, but just kind of be mindful of, like, hot food kind of lingers. So be mindful of that. We'll have frequent bus stops. Our bus will be equipped with a bathroom for emergencies. But we will be stopping regularly, so that way you don't have to use the bus on the bus bathroom. Julie, I see your message. Thank you so much. We'll see you in just a few days.
All right. See you later.
Have fun shopping in Paris.
But just remember that with the buses, like, it's really nice. We'll have hopefully we'll have a DVD player. If not, we have some other type of way for electronics. We never have Wi-Fi. I just want to make you aware. The Wi-Fi, because we are traveling so much, and we're pinning, what I've been told is the way that we're traveling, it can't consistently ping for the 30 plus people that are on the bus to have solid Wi-Fi, especially if someone's streaming something. So it's spotty on the bus. I do want to make you aware of that. But good for you. I come with trivia games and things like that to keep it spicy. No, I don't. But
I'll tell stories.
He's got stories. Trust
Yeah.
me. You don't want my trivia. You want Kevin's stories.
That's right.
Other than that, know that my role, and I'll say this again when we're all together, because not everybody was able to make it today. my role is to support you and your experience. So if I want you to literally feel like all you have to do is wake up and get on the bus and enjoy Kevin and the knowledge that he has prepared for you. So let me facilitate that for you. If there's something you're not happy about, I'm the person you come to because I want to take care of it and I can take care of it. I am a bit of a smother mother. So if you don't like, hey, because I'm going to tell you it's raining tomorrow, kiddos. Make sure you get that jacket and the umbrella. Don't be offended by that. I'm not trying to demean anybody. And that's just me trying to take care of you. So you enjoy every second of this trip and not be annoyed with like weird things that happen throughout the day. You can't find toothpaste and you're out of it. Let me know and I will help it. I will get it for you. So, but that's my role is to help make this be like the easiest vacation you've ever taken and the best one that you've taken.
Oh,
So,
I like this.
Yeah. That's what, like when I did my trip, Kevin was my tour manager. And now, this was way back in the day. And I came home from that trip. Like I said, my life was different. And one of my friends on that tour is now a historian for Stephen Ambrose because he went home to his wife of 4 months and said, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to tell these veteran stories. So I want you to have that same experience that I had, that it was so life-changing that I wanted to just continue to be part of it.
And I'm just going to interject here. When he said, I don't want to do this anymore, he meant his job, not his marriage.
Not his marriage.
Yeah, he's still married.
Oh, girl. Sorry. Yes. I just said it shortly. He has a beautiful family. But later on in the tour, I'm going to help you facilitate how to return home. But I don't want you to be worried about that while we're traveling. Just know that I'm always going to be taking care of the next day. We'll be giving you updates on what to expect and what kind of equipment you will need for that following day. Like whether you need hiking boots or anything like that. But does anybody have any general questions? We discussed money, weather, like what my real role on the bus is, allergies, all that good stuff.
All right. Do you have any questions?
I have minuscule questions, and I don't think we want to waste time. There was somebody that said we needed to bring SKs, like hiking boots, because it's going to get wet. That means sneakers are not acceptable. Probably won't like it because my feet will be wet. Is that the deal? Because
yes.
I mean, I have boots, but they're going to take a lot of room in my carry-on.
So you never know when it's going to rain. We will be down on Omaha Beach and Utah Beach. And Fort Hackenberg has a lot of standing water. And like I said, it's dark and cold down there, or cool down there. So yes, make sure you have something that'll keep your feet dry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
There are let me just tell you this. I'm sorry. What I don't know your name.
I'm Donna Creation.
Thank you, Miss Donna.
Yes, ma'am.
Amazon has these things. People wear them at Disney all the time, where it's basically like a plastic bag that you can wear over your shoes.
That's what I was going to do, but I don't have. That's on Amazon. You can get this on Amazon.
Yeah, you can get them on Amazon. Just plastic shoe. You don't want the ones for real estate because those are really thin. You want the actual I can't think of the name of the plastic, but it's a thicker plastic. You want those, and they will generally keep your feet warm. We're just trying to keep you comfortable and telling you hey, we might be in a battlefield in the morning. There's battlefields we're going to visit in Normandy where if it's wet in the morning, your feet are going to be wet until they dry. So
I'll just bring my hikers on the plane or wear them.
Yes, that's always a good idea. Laundry, yes, some of our hotels offer it. I don't recommend it because it's wicked expensive. If I'm the way I travel, I always travel with a carry-on because I hate lugging my own luggage. I have these things, they're laundry sheets. Okay. It looks like a dryer sheet. You can buy them at Target, get them on Amazon. You rip them, and I wash things that need to be washed in the sink, and I hang them up to dry, especially the nights that we're at a place more than 2 nights or 1 night. Sorry. And if that's the case, my stuff is dry by the next morning. I'm a big fan about it. It's called
Um,
Clean People. That's the laundry detergent I use, but of course you can use whatever. Some people use the hand soap in the hotel, but there's always ways to cut around it.
Yeah.
We got soap sheets for that laundry soap sheet.
I'm gonna tag on to that. Some of the hotels do not have air conditioning, but they have windows that you open, and that's kind of how they get through the summers in France because the nights are usually cool. They don't have a lot of bugs. And I've had customers complain like we couldn't sleep at night. It was so hot. And I would say, well, did you open the window? We're like, oh, we're not doing that. But that's what you do in France. It's particularly when we get to Mayenne, the hotel in Mayenne. I will encourage everybody to keep their windows open at night.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember those guys in 44, they didn't have air conditioning either. So.
They were wearing wool. Any other questions?
Me.
Okay. Some days, guys, because there's so much to see, we will have box lunches from the hotel. And you can eat them at your leisure. Like I'm gonna put them up top from the hotel. Like your bus will have like a space above you for your backpacks or whatever you'd like to bring on. Know that those days we're never going to stop and have a picnic lunch. It's going to be eat as you want on the bus. Okay. So, and I'll remind you that when we're on the bus too, but the box lunches, there's only a few of them on this tour, but it's really so we can squeeze more time out on site.
Okay.
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 Yes. Question.
It's just about prescriptions. I've read that you have to keep them in the original bottle. That's not been my. Is that?
That's what we were told.
Yeah, me too. So
I've never done it before. This is the first I've heard of it, that they really would stop you from having them distributed into a little pill.
Yeah, those little pill things,
Right.
day things.
Monday,
yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it the way they said this time because I'm a real rule follower.
Okay, me too. All
well,
right.
I will tell you, I have 2 prescriptions that I travel with, and it's actually a pill Ziploc bag. So it's like 2 by 2 inches.
Yes, I've seen those.
You can order them like 100 at a time at Amazon, and I just write what it is and I write the dose on there. Never once. I keep them in my toiletry bag, but never once. I think they're probably trying to if something looks questionable, but never once. And I usually travel with a med kit too, because sometimes we get coughs or something like that on the bus. If you're someone who's susceptible to coughing and stuff, I always recommend bring some vitamin C with you with some zinc, just to kind of ward off anything extra. I'm getting a call from Colombia. I'm so famous right now. No, it's spam.
Wow.
But I'm like, who is this? Colombia. But
You just won a lottery, Connie.
Maybe it's Columbia, Maryland.
My prince is
You
coming.
won the lottery.
That reminds me, we'll be eating a lot of spam on the trip too.
All right.
But no, prescriptions, I ask that you always keep them with you on your carry-on, like your backpack or whatever satchel you're wearing, because if we lose it, we're not always near a pharmacy where we can take care of that immediately for you. And I don't want you to go a day without medication. So even when you're traveling on the plane, please don't put that in your checked bag, because my last flight, 3 bags were delayed from New York to Brazil, and the gentleman wore the same clothes 4 days in a row. So it happens, but just make sure.
That's what they did in 44 too, right?
That's right.
I know, right? Yeah. We'll be doing it up like the guys. Kevin, they were so excited about getting your book because they were like, we tried to get it on Amazon and everything. Do you want to share how they were able to get a copy?
Oh yeah, because my Amazon book hasn't arrived yet either. But I made an arrangement with Ambrose Tours and the publisher, because a lot of times the books will go to the warehouse and then it takes time to process them at the warehouse to get them out to everywhere. So they do the book does exist, as you all know, even though the official release date hasn't come out yet. So I coordinated with the Ambrose Tours folks, and with the publisher. And so they were able to get them out early and get them to you guys. So kudos to Ambrose for flipping the bill on that one. So I'm just glad. And I expect all of you to have read the book. No, I'm kidding. Most of the stuff we'll be doing is volume 2 stuff, but there will be no punishments given out for people not reading the book or any of the all 3 volumes. But I'm happy to sign anything you guys want to put in front of me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And we got to get Connie a copy.
I know. I'm glad you remembered.
Yes, I did. Anything else, guys? Connie?
I'm racking my brain going over all. I'm pretty sure we got everything covered.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The hotels will vary. They're all nice hotels. You don't have to bring. I never bring shampoo because the hotels always have that kind of stuff. Yeah, believe it or not, Connie. And I know a lot of the hotel people from having gone there before. Connie is much at this point. Actually, Connie's much more experienced with tours because since I work a full-time job, I can only do one tour a summer. Sometimes I do one every other summer. Where Connie's, how many have you done so far this year, Connie?
One, but I'm literally on tour, home 2 weeks, on tour, home 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
I'll be doing 4 this summer.
Yeah. I'll be coming home to do a lot of podcasting because I've been getting a lot of people lining up to want to talk volume 3. So, and I don't know if you guys know, I have a podcast with a friend of mine, Dr. John McManus, called World War II Live, and we did a whole episode on volume 3, which is probably everything you're going to hear me talk about on the bus. And we just did the latest episode out. We didn't talk. You guys familiar with the movie Pressure about Eisenhower's weather decision? Well, John had written about it in a book, and I wrote a specific article about Eisenhower's 7 meetings. And so we really discussed what actually happened because, I don't want to criticize a movie maker. He has a different task than an historian. And I've been on movie sets before, and it's hard work. So if you want to check out World War II Live, it's both on YouTube and a podcast. And you can learn about Pressure in volume 3. Look at me self-promoting.
Do it. Wear the t-shirt, like whatever. What's the name of your podcast? What's the name of your podcast?
I'm really bummed you don't know it, Connie. World War II Live.
Well, I didn't want to mess it up. You know how many times I mess up Happy History Hour? It's History Happy Hour that Stephen Ambrose does. Yep. I talk about it every tour, and I literally sound like I'm new to the place. I'm like, I never say it right.
It's a happy hour.
I was gonna say, Connie, you don't go to happy hours?
No.
Oh, that's right. That whole 2 kids thing. That's right.
She should be drinking more.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law.
You're not driving the bus. Just bring booze on every time we stop.
I called my mother-in-law the other day. She goes, "How are you doing?" I said, "Well, I haven't given myself to the drink yet, so it's a good day." But if y'all have questions prior to the trip, like maybe you forgot something, please know you shoot me a text. That's the fastest way I'm going to answer you.
Yep.
What's that? What's this?
That was me pointing at you. I guess we're not arranged the same way on your screen.
No, but please feel free to reach out to me. I will answer you by text or call you if that's your preferred way. But just know that I will be on the ground on Monday afternoon. If you are my friends that are arriving Tuesday morning and you have a boo-boo, like if that plane's not leaving on time, like on that runway, they're like, we're holding. Just shoot me a text. Let me know. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. my time. Guess what? I'm up and I'm checking. Okay. Yeah. So just keep me posted. Like, hey, we're up. See you soon. But know that we'll be there. And if for some reason we don't find you on time in the lobby, we will be in communication with you. Don't stress. It's going to be fine. We will get together. We just have to, my key to traveling is just be flexible. Everything gets sorted out. It's already all right. We just have to be okay with it.
Yeah. I used to tell people some of the tours, we would have people come out and take the bags to your rooms. And I'd always say, if you're Bag doesn't get your room. Do not worry. 6s can be 9s, in some places, and 1s look like 7s. Just be patient. Give it 5 minutes, and your bag will show up. And that's kind of how we lead the tours, because we're out there traveling. You never know what's going to happen, but Connie and I are very experienced, and we will make it a smooth ride, guaranteed.
Yes. It's going to be great. I'm very excited. And if it's not great, then we know who to blame.
Yeah.
He's here.
And as you all know, this will be my first. Oh, Connie, you want to go that way?
So from my screen, you're this way.
This is like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
I know, right?
No, but this will be my first tour since publishing volume 3. So I'm excited to apply that extra knowledge. So
excellent.
Let's do this thing, people.
Let's do it.
We'll see y'all on Tuesday. Travel well and be in touch if you have any questions or concerns.
And remember, in the lobby, Connie and I look like this.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be looking like this. I'll be wearing cool sunglasses, ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you all have my cell phone number, yes?
Yes.
No.
It's
In my
on that
contacts.
welcome email. Did
We
everybody
have
get
you on speed dial.
Oh,
No.
You didn't get my email?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we did. Sorry.
April, come on. You have my number already.
Connie, do you want to just say your phone number? So if anybody needs to write it down real quick.
Right here.
I will
got it.
say it. My phone number is area code 601
That's right.
917 8691.
Finally, I got your phone number. Good.
I just remembered one thing. Did you all get that email from Cooper talking about our WhatsApp link?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have y'all joined it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, WhatsApp.
I couldn't do it.
WhatsApp. It is a free app, and in your welcome email from Cooper, it was like the second link. The first link was for your itinerary. The second link in that same email was to link in and join our group on WhatsApp.
Yep.
It's important for 2 reasons. Number one, it's a great way for me to be able to tell you when we're on site, it's time to get back to the bus if you've forgotten the time, because I'm always going to tell you before you get back or get off the bus. But it's a way for us to communicate. Maybe you fall, it's free lunch, and you fell on a crosswalk, and I need to come to you, right? Number 2, it's a great way to share pictures and to keep in touch after the tour, because we don't take the chat down when the tour is over. So say you guys read volume 3 and you're like, Kevin, why didn't you talk about this? That's a great time to complain on the WhatsApp that Kevin didn't do something.
Yeah, before you go on Amazon and do it. Yeah.
Yeah, please. But the WhatsApp, if y'all haven't done it, please check that email from Cooper. It's free. Join, because if you join after the tour begins, it's totally fine. But know that you will not have access to any photos that are posted by your fellow guests prior to you joining.
Right.
Got it?
So, Connie,
Yes.
Donna didn't evidently get the email with the link. I did. I was able to join.
I already had it, and they said to just retry it. So
Donna, what is your email address? And I will send that to, I'll forward you the link.
Yep, I got it.
It's DCHRET 1600 at AOL.com. I'm the last person on AOL.
Uh-oh.
I am.
I know you're not.
Now, Connie, when you get onto AOL, does it go?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
All the good old days. All right, so she'll send that to you.
When you used to play Pong on the TV.
Yes.
And
Used to
just to
love
make
that.
sure I have that correct, Donna, I have DCHRET 1600 at AOL.com.
Right.
I'll forward it to you here as soon as our call's over.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, everybody. Thank you for your time and attention. If you have concerns, give us a holler. But if not, we'll see you in Grand Paris on Tuesday.
Safe travels, everyone.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you, everybody.
too,
Looking forward to it.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.